Distinguished delegates of the 16 Coaltrans Asia and all participants. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On this beautiful Sunday night of May 30, 2010, we are honored to welcome you to a dinner reception organized in honor of delegates of the 16 Coaltrans Asia here in the Westin Bali. We have just enjoyed a beautiful Balinese dance entitled Lambang Sari Dance, a sprinkle of flower petals, to warmly welcome you to the island of Paradise Bali, one of the gems of the Indonesian archipelago. As our gracious host, we will commence the program with a welcome speech from Managing Director of Coaltrans Conferences, represented this evening by Mr. Gerard Strehan. For Mr. Gerard Strehan, please.
Selamat malam, Ibu dan Bapak. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to this 16th Coaltrans Asia Conference. I'm delighted to welcome you all here in record numbers. In fact, we estimate at this stage 1,700 delegates from over 40 countries. It will be indeed the largest gathering we've ever had at this event. And once again, Bali, and indeed Nusa Dua, provides the ideal setting for this event, and indeed a great gathering of the coal industry. I want to thank the Indonesian Coal Mining Association for their generosity in hosting once again this opening evening reception, and indeed their continued advice to us at Coaltrans in designing and running this large agenda. And indeed, what an exciting time we have here when we meet, seeing the trends that are happening in this industry. And indeed, Asia, of course, encapsulates the 75% of total demand that we're expected to see over the next 3 years. We have an extremely busy program ahead, with a faculty of over 75 presenters, chairmen, and indeed panelists. And the biggest program I think we've ever run, with 13 separate sessions. We have a record number of exhibitors, over 90 companies represented on the exhibition stands, and over 40 sponsors. So it's my great pleasure to introduce the host of this evening. That's Bob Kamandanu, who is indeed the President, Director, Chairman of the Indonesian Coal Mining Association. Pak Bob has had a distinguished career in a number of international organizations, having been recently the President Director of PT Boral. So a great welcome to all of you. Please enjoy this evening and please welcome our host, Pak Bob Kamandanu. Thank you.
A very good evening to everyone. Welcome back to Bali. We are very glad that most of you are coming back for this great event. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 3 days, starting from tomorrow, we are going to have an excellent program, especially if we compare with last year, where Indonesia just introduced a new mining law, and we didn't have the government regulation yet that time, but this year, the new mining law with the new set of government regulations. And the production, the total production of this year, it is expected to reach about 320 million tons of thermal coal. And the domestic requirement is only about 70 million tons. So what happened to the rest? What about from this year on, going forward for the next 5 years? Is the production going to be reaching 500 million tons? That we will find out when we have all the speakers, such as the Minister of Energy and Mining, and also the speakers from the Ministry of Trade as well as the Ministry of Finance. Because we are also domestically having a crash program of 2 by 10,000 megawatts of electricity power plant. And what is happening to the program? We're all going to find out. And I would like to thank you, of course, the Coaltrans organization for being such a very good partner for the long term. And I'd like to thank all the sponsors for tonight's receptions. There is about 17 companies. I will not mention one by one, it's too many. But thank you again. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the evening, but don't stay up too late because we need a lot of energy for tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for Mr. Gerard Srehan and Bapak Bob Kamandanu for those ice-breaking words, warming many of us present here tonight to enjoy Bali and to sample the rest of the Indonesian islands. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, the world-renowned chef of the Westin Bali is now ready to present you the delicious dishes of Indonesia as well as some international favorites. Please visit the food stall to pick your selection. Enjoy your dinner as we accompany you with some of your favorite tunes from G-Line's band. Bon appétit, selamat menikmati makan malam.